What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching today, baby. Ooh, baby. Hold on, let me turn off my internet, guys. Sorry, I forgot to do this. Oh, yeah. All right, all right. Sorry, guys, I forgot to turn that off. It would make the internet really slow, and you guys would be hearing me blurry style. Izzy's over there going to town on a snack, so pardon her. Not sure how many people are going to come in here. I know it's kind of earlier than the usual shift, but say hello as you guys are in here. As you're stopping in, please say hello. Wait for some people to stop in here. Looks like we just had a big jump of people hop in. 7 people already. Please say hello as you guys are stopping in here, and do not forget to hit that like button, buddy, baby. I'm trying to not say baby all stream like I have been, guys. Callie Love, damn, what up, girl? All right, Jessica Jane's in here. Oh, MP, Monty, my boy's up in here. Hey, Monty, good to see you again. Monty was actually the first one in here, it looks like. Or I should say he was in here earlier. Monty, you still in here? Looks like he came on an hour ago to say what's up. Brandon's Recovery says, hey, guys. Oh, there was a different Brandon in here. I thought that you changed your channel name last week. Guess you didn't change your name, right? Brandon's Recovery. Jessica Jane, hello. DR says, hey, big dog. Good to see you, DR. Hopefully you're still feeling better, brother. Callie says, happy New Year, my peeps. With love. Happy New Year to you, Callie. Oh, yeah, happy New Year to you guys. It's for some reason, I'm like a day behind. I'm lagging behind. So, yeah, happy New Year to you guys. Hopefully you guys all had a great night. Everybody got home safe last night, I hope. If you went out and did stuff, I obviously just chilled at home. I don't drink or anything, so I'm kind of a lame butt. Gotta keep myself safe, baby. Who else is here? Oh, okay, Eric, what's up? Good to see you. Okay, so you did make it back in here. Good to see you, MP. Or Monty. You want me to call you Monty or MP? I know some people don't like when I call them by their name, but Keith James, what's up, Kev? Good to see you, Keith. How are you doing, Keith? Jennifer's in here. Happy New Year, everyone. What's up, baby? Ethan says. I haven't seen Marky on the live stream for a bit. Marky, if you're in here, say hello. I think Kingdom Within. Marky's been on Kingdom Within's channel a lot, so it's been cool to see a lot of you guys over on Kingdom Within's channel. It's good to support each other, guys, for sure. Hey, Kev, have you heard about this new pellet Sublocade they're making that you get every year? What? Callie? Are you kidding me? I have not heard of that. The only thing kind of similar to that I've ever heard of is, what was it called? It's literally a 6-month Suboxone shot, and they put it in your arm, and it's like 4 different inserts, and it literally will last you 6 months. 4 different little inserts of Suboxone. But I've heard that they don't do that in our country, in the States anymore. They only do that in, where is it that they do that? They do it in somewhere out of our country. MP's good? All right. Sounds good, man. But no, I haven't heard of that, Callie. Do you know the name of that by chance? Or is it literally made by Sublocade? I'll have to look into that. I'm gonna write that down real quick. That's very interesting. That would be really nice for people that want to just stay on buprenorphine. Jen says, I was in bed and I woke up when I heard fireworks going off at 12 a.m. Yeah, they were freaking loud here last night. Woo! Happy New Year to you, Ethan. Yeah, the fireworks were going crazy last night. Keith says, I'm great. Happy New Year. Day 5, 100 milligram shot. First day or 2 was kind of funky, but I feel incredible. Dude, I love that. Thank you for the update. I love when you guys are updating me on how your Sublocade shot is going. Let's go Steelers. How about them Hawks, guys? My Hawks just won today for once in like a freaking year. Yeah, I know the Steelers game is starting soon, right? I've got it on TV here. And I just need the Packers to lose to the Lions next week, and I need Seattle to win the Rams for us to get in the playoffs. I'm not really counting on it, but Nate S., you got to be, what, like 55, 60 days off subs now? How are you feeling, man? So MP says, I've been off of Suboxone for almost 3 months, and the other day I went to a smoke shop and got some Zaza. You guys know anything about Zaza? I've never heard of that, buddy. What is it? Are you starting to have cravings for stuff, or what's going on, MP? And how are you feeling too? Like you've been off for 3 months. How are you feeling? Just a quick side note, guys. Since we're kind of early in the stream, if any of you guys who like MP or Keith, if you want to hop on here, if any of you guys want to hop on here and chat with me, guys, you guys are more than welcome to. I'd love to have somebody on if you guys are down to chat for a little bit. I probably only going to be on the stream for about an hour and a half tonight. I have to go work out after this because I didn't realize my Seahawks game was a later game, so I had to push my gym session off till later tonight. So if anybody wants to hop on, yeah, hit that like button, baby. That's what Nate says. I agree. Okay, so Zara? He said Zaza. I thought Zaza was weed, but I guess not. So are we getting confused with what MP's saying, Zaza and Zara? So Keith, tell us a little bit more about how your transition went. Okay. So if I recall, Keith, was it like 2 or 4 milligrams of Suboxone you were on when you took the 100 milligram shot? And when you say the first day or two was kind of funky, what do you mean by that? I've been exercising, hydrating plenty. I really hope I can do one and done. I was only on subs a month. Yeah, I'm down for that to chat. You want to hop on? Yeah, let's do it, man. Let me get my headphones real quick. Hold up. And just a quick side note, if more than just one of you guys want to hop on, that's okay. We can have as many people as we want on here. Let me a sec, guys. I gotta turn my Bluetooth off on this phone. So Bluetooth off. I'm gonna drop the link for whoever wants to hop on here. Let's see. Copy. And whoever does want to jump on, give me just a few minutes to kind of touch base with everybody before I bring you on, okay? So just a heads up, you can click on here if you want to right now, but I'm going to need chat with everybody for just a few minutes before I bring somebody on, okay, guys? Give me a sec here. But I'm going to post the link now. And like I said, it doesn't just have to be one person. We can have a couple different people on here. Looks like we've already got 15 people in here, baby. Ooh, baby. Hit that like button. Hit it. Just smash on it. I forgot to turn my Bluetooth on. Hold on, guys. Okay, psych is already on. Sorry for all this in-your-face crap there, guys. Okay. So I just dropped the link. Anybody who's gonna hop on that link, you don't have to use your real name if you don't want to. You don't even have to be on camera if you don't want to. It would be better if you could be on camera, but don't feel like you have to. Okay, so let's see here. I'll probably chat with you guys for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'll bring a guest on. Whoever decides to click on that guest link. I wanna hear a bit more about your transition, Keith. If you could, let's see. If you already said something, then give me a second. I'll get caught up to the comments. I can already see me getting behind the comments. I'm gonna try not to get too far behind. Kelly says, I have an aunt who's a doctor, and she says the pellet is coming out soon. And it's yearly, just once a year. That would be incredible, incredible. Callie, if you hear more about that, please let me know, and I'll look into that as well. MPU all the way off subs or Zublik. Hey Jennifer, sending your love. Where's Deb? Deb usually doesn't come to the Sunday night shows. I know she kind of goes to bed early. I think she goes to bed around this time, so I doubt she'll be on here. She was on last week for a minute though. Usually Marky hops in here, but I haven't seen him for a while, so I don't know. Maybe he won't. Maybe I know he's on like a digital diet type of thing. Keith says my technology is acting up a little. I only have my phone. But yeah, day one I was kind of feeling the extra amount of bupe. I was also really excited. So have you dosed at all since you got the shot, Keith? If we could get some clarification on what MP was talking about, are we talking about, is Zaza and Zara? Is that the same thing we're talking about here, guys? Digital diet, please explain. Basically, he's not giving all of his day away to being on the phone, right? And he's taking time away from the internet and TV and stuff like that, so he doesn't. Just like a refreshing type of thing, kind of how Dr. Chris Park always talks about going on a dopamine fast type of thing, or just basically not giving your whole day away to your phone, resetting your receptors. Some people just spend their entire day and night on their phone or social media or watching Netflix, and I think he realizes that it would be good for him to have a break. So I don't know if he's still doing that or not. Good to see you, Florida man Dan. I need that. Yeah, I think a lot of us do, especially people that use a lot of social media, like Instagram, Facebook, and stuff. Like I don't even use those things for a reason, because I get YouTube is more than enough time. YouTube takes more than enough time from me. I could say that much. I dropped that link a little bit above. I don't see anybody in the guest room yet, but I'll watch for somebody to hop on if somebody wants to hop on and chat. So it sounds like Keith is going to try to just do one Sublocade shot and just roll out from there. So let us know how that goes, Keith. I always think in situations like that, it's good to have a backup one, like a backup shot as a it'll keep your anxiety down, right? Rather than just knowing that you don't have a way out. If you have one on standby to where you can kind of know what it feels like as the bupe will kind of taper itself off. Sounds like somebody just tried to open my damn door downstairs. Better not come up in here. Got the egg white milkshake right here, baby. Ooh, that's good. Okay, if somebody wants to hop on in the guest, I guess we could go ahead and it's kind of slow in here in the chat today, so feel free to, if somebody is wanting to hop in the guest section, feel free to click on there and we'll bring you on in. Also, before we get too deep into this, guys, I need to let you know I'm not a doctor. Nothing on my channel is medical advice. So if you're struggling with addiction, please seek out your own medical doctor. Do not take advice from the internet, guys, okay? What are some of the New Year's resolutions for you guys? Dan says to get off of Suboxone. Dan, are you still chilling at about 2 milligrams, or have you started going lower? DR says not using as much technology. Okay, so I almost missed MP's comment. So he says, I thought I was buying Kratom because it was labeled Zaza red, but it's not Kratom. Yeah, I've never heard of Kratom be referred to as Zaza. So, now somebody earlier was saying that it might be weed. So I don't know. You might want to do some research on that. I could check real quick and see what Google says. Let me see. Now you got me curious over here. Does anybody know what Zaza is? Zaza red. I'm gonna look for red. So okay, so you're seeking out Kratom now, MP. Like, are you just feeling like crap, or what's going on, buddy? Oh, dude, this is what Dr. Chris Park was talking about. Okay. I'm glad you said this because I have not ever heard anybody talking about this. But Dr. Chris Park made a video about this a while ago, saying that a lot of people are getting addicted to this. I'm gonna try to pronounce this, guys. Tianeptine. Dr. Chris Park was starting to send warnings out about this, saying that he's seeing a lot of people get addicted to that, and he said it's something kind of similar to Kratom. So it's known as an antidepressant and one of the earliest depression treatments, according to blah 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 blah. Police said the drug creates withdrawal similar to heroin and has not been approved to the Federal Drug Administration in any way, for use in any way. People are taking it off the shelves. Yeah, I would say really be careful. Did you end up taking that, MP? Yeah, I think Dan might know a little bit about this. Yeah, I would definitely be careful with that. I've talked to a dude who was hooked on it. People get it off the dark web. So is it safe to say that the Zaza is likely worse than Kratom? Does anybody know about this stuff? Because this is literally the first I've really looked into it. But I have heard Dr. Chris Park talk. He made a video about tianeptine before. It wasn't too long ago either. Somebody said it's now a Schedule II drug. So it sounds like they're starting to take it more seriously in certain states. I've never done it. I've just heard of it. Yeah, please be careful with that, MP. Please be careful with that, brother. I'm really curious if you end up taking some or not, and if so, what happened? Over the counter in many states. Some people use it to blunt opioid withdrawal. I can't read tonight. It's a prescription medication part of blah, 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 blah. Is often marketed as an energy booster, but according to the FDA, it contains tianeptine, which can stimulate opioid receptors. So yes, be careful, my friend. Be careful. It gives you a very similar high to opioids. Let me pull this up on this phone. It's hard for me to read on that phone. So damn, Nate S is 8 weeks off Suboxone today, guys. Okay, it looks like we have somebody in the guest room. Give me just 2 seconds, guys, and I'll bring you on here. Nate, if you want to come on the channel and chat about how your 8 weeks has been, that would be awesome. MP says, you're not a doctor? No, sir. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Let me just take my doctor's, take my stuff off the walls right here, guys. I don't use social media, but I watch YouTube. Yeah, I watch a lot of YouTube too. A lot. Zaza. Very potent, but very fast half-life. Yeah, guys, and I always talk about the half-lives with medications. Generally speaking, the shorter the half-life, the more dangerous the drug or substance can be. And that's often why you guys hear me say I believe Suboxone is the better alternative when comparing it to Kratom, because of the half-life, right? And now, obviously, guys, there's a million different scenarios that come into play for each and every person, right? So you guys have heard me say, for some people that are on Kratom and they're tapering and they're doing good, I'm not telling them to go to Suboxone, right? And obviously I can't tell you guys what to do with any of this stuff. I can just give you my experience and what I would do if I was in your shoes, right? If you're on Kratom and things are going good and you're tapering and you're kicking butt and you're not abusing the crap out of Kratom, then just stick with Kratom, right? I've even said that with somebody that was on methadone. They were asking about how they could get onto the shot, and I was like, you know what? If you're steady on methadone and things are going well, just keep tapering the methadone, because if you go from methadone to the Sublocade shot, you have to cold turkey the methadone and suffer through withdrawal, and then you have to sprinkle in some oral Suboxone, and then you have to stabilize on the Suboxone for a week, and then you have to get the shot, and then you have to stabilize on the shot. Like, don't overcomplicate this stuff, guys. Everybody's situation is going to be different, okay? So just know that when I'm speaking, I'm not speaking for everybody, and everybody's situation is different. So there's just so many different certain circumstances that could be going on with this stuff. So please don't just take one thing I say as like, that's exactly what everybody has to do, right? Because I'm just trying to help you guys as best as I can, and I can really only comment on what I have experience on. I don't have experience with this Zaza stuff, so I can't really make too much of a comment on it. But I am interested in hearing about it, right? And learning about it, so that in the future we can discuss it. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm gonna bring on the guest, and before I do that, one more thing. I'm gonna take a second and thank this week's contributors before we get too deep in here, guys, since we're already 21 minutes in. So I want to send a huge shout out to our buddy right here, MP, aka Monty. Sorry for throwing your name out again. MP hooked it up fat, guys, on the Wednesday live stream. He sent a $50 super chat, which is the biggest super chat that this channel has ever received. So super shout out to MP for being the contributor of the week, and thank you for also contributing here in the comments and sharing what you're going through right now with this Zaza stuff. Okay, did you say that you took that or not? Other contributor, guys, we also had Deb. She came through on the Cash App. We also had Callie Love, which is also in here right now. Good to see you, Callie Love. Roberta on the Venmo. We had Kingdom Within on the super chat. We had Rob Wharton come through last Sunday on the Cash App as well. And Nate S., who was also in here, came through with a Venmo last Sunday. So shout out to all of you guys who contributed to the channel for this week. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Yes, so thank you. Super shout out to MP for that huge, awesome sponsorship last Wednesday with a $50 super chat. Baby. Ooh, baby. Shut up. Hold on, guys. I'm thinking. MP, would you knock it off? I was like, wait. What's wrong with my phone? Oh my gosh, dude. Super duper shout out to MP. He just sent another, guys, another sponsorship of a $50 super chat, dude. I cannot believe you just did that. That really is incredible. Thank you, man. I really freaking appreciate you. That is gonna go a long way when I go to buy that StreamYard tomorrow. I'm gonna actually purchase that tomorrow, guys. So it's gonna be quite a chunk of money to buy that. So MP, dude, God bless you, and thank you. That's freaking $100 you have contributed to this channel in less than a week. So I don't really even know what to say, dude. That's freaking badass, you guys. That is incredible. Like, you have no idea. That is freaking awesome, man. I really appreciate you, and thank you for all the help that you do on this channel as well. What does he say? Brought to you by this here. And he bringing jokes in here. Damn, I was like, wait, what the hell's going on? I was like, am I watching the replay of last week? Because it was literally the same sign that happened last week when you did that super chat. And I was like, wait, am I watching last? I thought I was watching last week's stream or something on this phone. So I had to figure that out for a second. But oh my god, MP, thank you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't say it enough, dude. That is badass. Badass. Super shout out to you, MP. I really appreciate you, brother. I can't thank you enough, man. I'd give you a big ass internet hug if I could, buddy. All right, guys, we're gonna bring Keith in here. He's gonna tell us about his transition. I'm really excited to hear this. Give me just 2 seconds, guys. I can do this. Oh, see, he's already in here. Hold on. All right, give me a sec, Keith. Let me make sure I can hear you okay through this headphone. Dude, I cannot believe that MP just hooked it up freaking huge like that. I'm a little, I'm trying to give my thoughts after that. It really surprised me that he did that. Thank you. Can you guys hear me still okay? Keith, are you there?
Hey, yeah. Can you hear me?
Hey, yes. Am I too loud or too quiet, or does it sound okay?
You sound good on my end, for sure. You sound cool.
Okay. Yeah, you sound good to me too.
No.
MP, I was just going to touch on a couple of comments he just said. He says, I know you appreciate it, Kev. You remind me of me. That's why I do it. Dude, shout out to you, MP. Freaking super stud in here. That's dropping $100 on this channel, guys. That is incredible. I really appreciate that. And if you have any questions about anything MP, or if you want to hop on the channel, I'll definitely keep an eye out for anything I can do to help you out as far as any questions or anything like that too. Okay, so just a heads up for you guys going forward. I know sometimes I'm not always able to respond to every comment, but I'll do my best to do that as you guys support me as well. Okay, guys. So Keith, you've been on Sublocade now for how long did you say?
So I'm on my 5th day, and
Okay.
I feel great. You know, like I said, this past year, basically, I had fallen back into struggling with the pills, and it was like not a crazy amount, but still, you know, addiction is addiction. It was like 30
Mm-hmm.
to 60 milligrams a day. So I tried every trick in the book to, you know, stop, but I came to the decision that I needed to, you know, see a doctor. And fortunately, with doing a lot of reading and stuff, I knew that Sublocade was going to be something that people were having a lot of success with and something that was attractive to me. So I always knew Suboxone was there, but I mean, I was always, my MO would be to just go do 30 days in treatment and not
Mm-hmm.
have to do Suboxone. And I didn't want to go through all that with family and letting people down. I wanted to try to find a way to not have to do that. And I think this might have been it, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
went and saw several doctors, and I found one that was willing to work with me, and we did a month on a low dose Suboxone, you know, between 2 and 4 milligrams.
Okay.
And I really restabilized my life, and, you know, started going to the gym again, started really doing well at work again. And after that month, which was December 28th, it was really weird because I didn't think I was getting it until January 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
That was the day I was expecting to get it, but it came early. So I just had like a regular visit with the doctor on the 28th, and they were like, "Oh, you're getting your shot today." So I was like, it was kind of good because I didn't have to like fester about it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I took it, and it was 5 days ago. So the first day, I think I did experience a little bit of like maybe some euphoria. I mean, I was in like an extremely talkative, happy mood. Like I think that 100 milligram dose was because I hadn't, you know, I was taking just like my theory with Suboxone is just take enough that you don't get sick. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
that's all I've ever wanted from it. But I feel like when that 100 milligrams hit me, it was like, you know, I felt it, and I was like cleaning my room, and, you know, like couldn't go to bed till 2. I reorganized my closet, you know. Finally fell asleep at like 3 a.m. Didn't get much sleep, but still felt fine because I was like excited to wake up and see how I felt, you know.
Uh-huh.
And this by the second day, I was waiting to like, get the sweats or something, but it never happened. And then like this past week I was expecting that impending sense of doom that we all know about, and it just, if like anyone
Yeah.
that hears that phrase knows, right? And it just never came. And yeah, it's funny because you just use that phrase, and there's only a select few group of people who know what that means, right? Like that
That is true.
impending sense of doom, right? And it just never came,
Yep.
and I just feel good and excited, and of course, I'm thinking months into the future, but
Hmm.
right now. So I remember the last time we were on, I was telling you like I didn't even notice it because I told you I'm a big guy. Like it did settle and become more of like a gel. Now I can definitely feel it. So it took like 2 days to form that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah. So now I can see it, but like I was nervous because I like had plans. I live in South Florida, so I was like at the beach with friends, and like they didn't notice it, but like I can definitely feel it after two
Yeah.
days. It took 2 days to form, so I thought you might find that interesting.
Whoa, dude, that's insane. That's
Yeah,
insane actually sounding
yeah.
because it literally I can feel it harden up within like 10, 15 minutes.
Mine
That's
took like two
crazy.
days to form. Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's
yeah,
good to know.
yeah. So it
Okay.
took a couple days for mine to form. I definitely have more meat on me than you. And then yeah, now I feel great. Like I'm praying that I don't need another one, but I have the door left open. Um, but that's where I'm at. It's been extremely positive. I mean, a little bit with the constipation, I've definitely noticed. Um, I've experienced that for sure.
So your constipation has gotten worse since being on the shot?
It, um, I never had the issue with the subs, but on the shot, yeah, I did experience a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was going to backtrack a little bit and ask you,
Mhm.
so how did you take your Suboxone? Did you take it all at once at a time for the day, or did you split it up throughout the day?
You did mention to try the other way, but I didn't do it that way just because of my schedule. I leave my house
Okay.
at 6 in the morning, and I don't get home till like 8:30 at night, and I work at a school, so I never wanted to like bring it to school. So the way that it worked out, I just did take the 3 milligrams in the morning. Despite the fact that you did recommend making that change, I never did do that.
Okay. So all right. So when you took your 3 milligrams at once, did because I know earlier you said something
Yeah.
like you tried not to feel it, but would you not feel it kick in after you took that 3 milligrams?
I mean, definitely what I would wake up um, at like 5 a.m. and I'd be like a little groggy. And during the whole month, I never felt sick. You know what I mean? But I would feel like that 30, like I would lay there and I'd be like, we just have that thought. You probably know, like, I wonder if I could just go about my day and not take this medication today, like,
Uh-huh.
um, but no, I would usually take it at like 5:15, and then by 6 o'clock I was up, whistling Dixie, doing what I got to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on just 2 seconds here. I'm looking at the recording phone, and MP sent a message. He says he took the whole bottle and then bought another one, but won't buy another. It's really potent, just like opiates. Only after 4 days, I'm getting restless legs. Look it up on YouTube. Zaza Red. I don't know why it's not. So it only posted your message, MP, on this phone, the recording phone. It didn't post it on my other phone. So that's really weird. But thank you for sharing that. And for any of you guys who don't know about that, please do a Google search on that and read because he said that it's very strong. So be very careful if you guys are messing with that stuff. Okay, so back to your story here. So right now, like how was your day today? Do you just feel like normal, no ups and downs? Or are you still feeling any kind of ups and downs while you're on the shot?
Totally.
Or
I mean, I feel perfectly normal. I've been getting up. I've been going to the gym. I've been spending time with family, going to the beach. I mean, I just, I want to stay this way forever. Like that's where I'm at. Like I feel
yep,
so good, and I feel like I want to feel, like how I've achieved a lot of things in my life, because I've been well, and it's just
uh-huh,
to have not been well for like a whole year was scary, and now just the fact that it's a new year and I have this opportunity is like something I'm just really praying that works out, and that's where I'm at, you know. But I feel physically, you know, and mentally, and I'm also, just to let everyone else know, I'm using like a psychologist and doing therapy, and I believe in that end of it as well. So,
Yeah, how
attacking
long
it
have you
at,
been doing that?
yeah, I start once I went and decided to do since December, since the beginning of December.
Okay.
So it's definitely helped, you know, because it's just someone to bounce your, you know, I get a little neurotic and I'm like thinking too far ahead, and just to have someone, and I have like relationship stuff too. So it's helped me to have someone that doesn't judge me, that you can talk to, you know.
So when you say you have relationship stuff too, you mean like relationship issues? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I do. I have, yeah,
Okay.
I've caused a lot of relationship issues, and you know, I haven't been completely honest with people that I'm in a relationship with, you know,
Okay.
about everything. So it's scary, you know, and that's part of
Yeah.
it, right? You know.
Yeah. I can relate to what you just said.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah,
there and done
yeah,
that, and honestly,
yeah.
I'm kind of in that situation right now,
Right.
honestly. So,
Yeah, it's tough, you know, and
um,
it's like,
I'm kind of
because
just at the point now. It's like I'm hoping to just kind of finish up this part of my
yeah,
life and then move on. But it's
yeah,
also something that I know that she kind of needs to know about as well. She's known about my opiate
right,
addiction history,
right.
but
Me too.
she doesn't really
Same.
know much about like the Sublocade stuff.
Exactly. And like, you know, I've been in this long term, and she's decided not to stick with me during some of the darker times, and
Oh
that
shit.
makes me reluctant to, like, you know,
Hmm.
and you know, some guys, like, their girls will just ride with them, like, no matter what. They
Yeah.
can fucking rob a gas station. I'm like, my girl would throw me on the street, like.
Oh, dude, that sucks. I'm
Well,
sorry, man.
you know, no, of course, but it's like, so I just gotta, you know, I wanna. I'm tackling this on my. I haven't even told family, you know, because it's
Yeah.
just, you know, that's where I'm at with it, you know, and that's why things like this are so helpful.
So, okay, so let's back up a little bit before your Suboxone. So did you say you only used Suboxone for a month?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, and before that, how extensive was your opiate history?
Um. So I had like a 4 or 5 year heroin addiction that was
Okay.
really bad, and then I got clean for 2 years.
Okay.
And then right around during COVID, I got back into pills, and that's where I was at. Um, and that's about as far as it got. So, um, yeah, it was extensive. It was crazy. But I had like 2 years clean, and even when I relapsed with the pills, people didn't know, because I maintained my life, you know. But to me, it was getting really hard,
Yeah.
you know.
So as far as like recently before your Suboxone, you said your tolerance was only around how many milligrams a day? Did you
I
say
was doing,
30?
yep, like one pill, maybe two pills.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And I mean,
not.
like, some days I wouldn't even do any. Like, I was really trying, but I couldn't stop. Like, I couldn't go a week.
Mhm.
You know, um, it was crazy. Yeah, it was weird, because that's not a lot for me in my past. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. It
but it's
sounds like you're really lucky that your tolerance didn't go up to where it was before in the past.
yeah, it very easily could have, but like, I mean, they're expensive now, so that was part of it. And no, I'm just lucky, but I was mindful that I didn't want it to go there. You know, I wasn't in that place where I was just like, like when I was using, you know, heroin, it was because I wanted to escape my life. Like, it was like I was, you know, with this, I was just kind of, it was like something like as a hobby, you know. So I was in
Yeah.
a different state in my life and place in my mind. So it was interesting.
Okay.
But
Dude, that's
like,
incredible. So are you the 30s that you were getting, are you sure that they were real? They weren't those pressed
no,
ones going around these
no.
days?
Unfortunately, I know. I have
Okay.
a connection that's like straight from the doctor. So,
Okay. That's good.
that I've known for many
I mean,
years. So yeah, that was part of the, like, you know, it was like, it was a gift and a curse, you know.
yeah. Yeah, no, that's exactly how I was, is like
Yeah,
right how you have it now. So
yeah.
could definitely be an expensive way to go, but at least you know you're not going to get
No,
knocked
yeah,
off with
yeah.
some.
No, I was paying $50 for one.
Oh, Oh my God, dude.
Yeah. So
Lordy. Is
but
that what
but
those things are going for these days?
no, but like when you know you're getting them right from, to not get the other stuff, that's what you're
Yeah.
paying, so
Oh my gosh, dude. It was
yeah,
always like 20 and 25 back in my
50
day.
bucks, 50 bucks
Woo! Man, that inflation hit those things too, it sounds like.
for sure.
Damn, man. Okay, so so you're gonna hope and try to go with just one shot and be done?
Yes, sir. That's the plan. But I do have that
Okay.
option for a second one. But we'll see how it goes. And
Have you
I'll keep
noticed any? Yeah, yeah. Let me
yeah,
know.
yeah,
I've seen you posting a lot more
yeah,
lately, so yeah,
yeah,
definitely keep
definitely,
me like updated on that. As far
100%.
as I want to make sure that you know that that shot's not just going to magically be gone in 30 days. That shot will
Right.
last much
No,
longer
you
than that,
mentioned
just
that, and that
because.
that that was really reassuring to me, and that was,
Okay.
I'm holding on to that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Please do because
Yeah.
I kind of freaked out at first too when I got my
Right.
first shot. I was like, dude, there's no way this is going to last a month.
Right.
And then literally I've been looking at all my shots and literally it's like 3 months, even for the
Wow.
100 milligram shot that I
Wow.
can physically still feel it in my stomach.
Wow.
So
That's
pretty freaking
amazing.
incredible.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm just the
I don't have a negative thing to say about it, man.
yeah.
It's been a blessing, and just I'm just gonna keep doing one day at a time, and I have a really good feeling about it.
So you haven't taken any oral doses since you got the shot,
No,
or how's that?
no, zero
That's
need
awesome, man.
whatsoever. I wouldn't need it. What I needed,
Yep.
and I mean the great thing is I've had this week off and didn't have to work. So,
Okay.
but I mean I definitely could work, and I feel it's for me it was so mental the whole time, So, um,
Wait,
just
wait. Were, are you the one that was on vacation?
I am. Yeah, I have the week off.
Okay,
So
so that was you.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we talked
Okay.
about that. Yep.
Yeah, okay. I remember that now that you said that. Okay, so
So it worked out really
you
well.
okay. Yeah, that's a really good plan to do that, to kind of be out of your ordinary
Yes.
like daily
Yeah, like not having an alarm
grind.
clock and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
just kind of if you need to sleep, you take it, and it's been restful. But I go back to work Wednesday, and like I have no trepidation whatsoever. Like I know I'll be good, and I'm excited. The only thing I'm
Okay.
thinking about is like down the road, is there going to be some day where I wake up in full blown withdrawal? Like that's the only thing I'm
Nah,
worried.
dude.
You know what I mean? And if
Nah,
that doesn't
I would
happen,
not worry about that.
yeah, like so if that doesn't happen, then like knock on wood, and I think I'm gonna be good. I really gotta
Yeah, I
say.
would say from everything I heard that just like how slow this stuff just comes out of your system, dude. Like
Right.
it's not definitely all gonna hit you at once like it would if you stop oral
Right.
dosing.
Right.
Like
Of course. Yeah, like
if
I said, yeah.
anything, you might just feel a little thing here and there type of thing.
And I'm
I
good with
can't.
that. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
handle
yeah,
that, like I can handle that. But it's almost like a blind detox, right? Like
yeah,
that's kind of the way I look at it, because I know like I know friends that have done like methadone, and they do a blind detox at some of those clinics, and like to me that was something that was attractive because the psychological component of it.
yeah.
So it's kind of like that, but even better, right?
Yeah, I like that you haven't been on Suboxone very long. I think that's
Right,
gonna definitely come into play in your advantage big time
right.
when it comes time for that to wear off. Have you noticed anything as far as so constipation got worse? Like, and I noticed that as well for like the first week or two
Yeah,
after
it
my
did.
after
It did.
shot,
Yep, it
constipation gets
definitely did.
worse.
Yeah, like I
What
haven't been able to
about?
have good bowel movement, like and all that. Like that's one thing that has been a little irregular, but nothing like
Okay,
crazy, but slightly
okay.
irregular.
What about like sexual issues? Have you messed around with that stuff
I
yet, or have
haven't
you?
seen my girl yet, but I
Okay,
definitely haven't been as, yeah, I did notice a slight decline in that for sure, I would say.
yeah,
I would
okay.
say a slight decline, even when I was on the subs, you know. Um,
Hmm.
I would notice a slight decline, but like if my girl was here, it probably wouldn't be a problem because I would definitely fight through that for sure,
Yeah,
you know. But definitely a slight
yeah,
decline. I would say those are two things I
okay.
noticed, but those are like minor things that I'm totally willing to deal with, in the
Yeah.
grand scheme of things.
Yeah, I would just say just try to get right back to a normal life and just
Yep.
like you've probably heard me say it 10 times that every day that you go without dosing orally, that's one more day that your brain is rewiring to be able to just live normally once it
Yeah.
comes time for this
shot to wear out,
Yeah, I
right?
mean, I'm at the point now where like I got to stop and like because I'm like starting to feel like just normal again and have like
Yep.
like a lot of what it is like, and I think you talked a lot about like being on the subs is like that elephant on your back, like that bird, and like I'm starting to feel like I'm just normal again, and then I'm like, well, I still have that little bit of reminder, but it's the
Yeah.
rewiring is definitely happening, and it's an absolute blessing.
Yeah, because I hear a lot of people that struggle, maybe for not a lot of people, I don't want to like scare anybody, but some people do struggle for like the first maybe week or two is like the worst. And you're just seeming to doing this like, I mean, is it like super easy for you to just not orally dose, or do you have the little devil on your shoulder trying to tell you that you
No,
need to
I've had
dose? Nothing?
nothing was and I like so I did dose the morning I took the shot,
I did too.
and
Yeah.
yeah, I did that, and then I woke up the next morning and I was like, the first like 10 seconds I thought about it, I was like, "You're good," and like I was like, "Yeah, you're good," and I just like said, I didn't have work that day or anything, so that wouldn't help. But like I went and I got coffee, I had breakfast, and like I was like, "Shit, this is crazy," like, and it was good, and like since then it's been awesome. Like the first night was the only night where like I might have been like over medicated.
Yeah.
And I stayed up late and it was like, and then I woke up early, but like I was good. Like I was totally good. I think I even like went to the gym, which is not something I always do.
Yeah.
But I've been mindful to like, yeah, no problems whatsoever. Like no problems
Okay.
whatsoever.
So are you the kind of person that usually gets energy from Suboxone once it kicks in? Or like what is the sensation that you used to feel when you were taking Suboxone after it would kick in?
Um, I wouldn't say energy. Um, Definitely not down, but like just good. You know what I mean?
Just
Just like
like more relaxed
level,
or
level. Um,
level?
yeah, level.
Okay.
Relaxed, but not like downer, like opiate relaxed, but like just smooth.
Yeah.
Calm.
Okay.
I would say that's the best way I could describe it.
And when you were taking your opiates, I would just assume you would just take 130 at a time and that was it.
Yeah, it was one at a time, and then like if I had a busy or important day, it would be two, and those gave me energy.
Yeah.
Those gave me energy. Those made me like Superman. Like I could, those made me Superman.
Yeah.
Those are like my superpowers. So I thought. But to be honest, as I start to feel sober again, like that's being sober is really the superpower. It really is. There's nothing like it.
Yeah.
It's an absolute blessing.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I'm really
Yeah,
freaking
man.
stoked for you.
Thanks,
Really
man.
freaking stoked for you. Are you on TRT or no?
No, but I've heard you've did that. I'm looking into it. I do know you posted a couple things about it. It's definitely something I might look into.
Yeah, I definitely talk about it a lot. How old are
Yeah,
you?
I'm 40.
Okay, so you're kind of getting to that age. Are you into like health and fitness or no?
I'm getting back into it. I gained like I was, I'm sick. I'm like 270 now. So I'm the
Okay.
biggest I've ever been in my life. And it's definitely an issue.
Okay.
But I'm getting back into the gym. I had a knee injury and I gained like 25 pounds, and it's been definitely hasn't helped me mentally, or it's been a
Hmm.
negative thing that I'm going to tackle, but it's been hard this year because of everything else that I've been dealing with. So as I
Yeah.
get well, that's very high up on my priority list for sure.
Have you been like addicted to the fitness lifestyle in the past or no?
No, I was like an athlete in high school and stuff. I played baseball, I played football, I played basketball, and then like I was kind of just as I hit my 30s, I kind of just like got away from it and didn't get into the health and fitness. But as I turn like 40, wellness and health, and it's just something that's extreme. I feel like I look at everything I've put my body through, and my thought is like it deserves to be treated well, and that's kind of like
Yeah.
how I foresee my next years. Like that's what I think I should be doing, is like loving my body and taking care of it.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I mean, I could promise you that getting into the fitness stuff, dude, it
Yeah.
has been the best freaking
Yeah, no,
thing.
I see. I mean, I just see it's the best gift you can give yourself, right? Is a great, physical body, and I'm aware of that. I've always been envious of all my friends that I played ball with in high school. They like stuck to it and became like really into it. But for whatever reason, I had I was really big into coke and drinking
Hmm.
for like 20 years, and I think that's when things went kind of wrong with that, you know. But that's a whole nother
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, I could see how that could derail
Yeah,
anybody for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
You think it's harder to get out of that, like coke and stuff, or opiates for you?
Um, they were both really hard. I got off
Mhm.
coke by doing opiates,
Oh wow.
believe it or not. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, yeah. That's because that was something. Yeah, it's a long story, but that's how I did it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, you're still here to talk about it today. I
yeah,
know
man.
some
I
people
am.
go,
Yep.
what about, have you ever tried meth?
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
It was a crazy story, but I was doing I was doing a lot of coke and like starting to miss. I was always like, you know, a professional and had like a good job, and I was missing a lot of work because of the coke. And one day I had a friend who was selling dope, and he offered it to me at like 3:30 in the morning, and I had to be to work at like 7, and like I was all nervous, and like I did it, and it was like the first time I ever did it. It was like the best feeling I ever had, you know.
Hmm.
And went to work the next day, and then like for like a week straight I was doing it, and then I decided I was going to stop, and then I started getting sick, and like bam, I was there, you know.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That fast?
Yeah, yeah, I
You
mean there
get,
was that 2 weeks, about 2 weeks.
damn.
Yep.
That's scary, man. Yeah, I'm glad
It
I
is.
never tried that stuff.
Yeah, no, it was the devil for sure. But I'm here today, and that's, you know, I'm
You
excited.
made it, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
congrats to you, and I'm excited for your Sublocade journey, and I know you're gonna
Yeah, I will, man. Thanks
keep
for
us
letting me
all in the
jump
loop.
on. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I was gonna ask,
Yeah.
have you had a chance yet to go post your, I know if you haven't yet, then you will soon.
Yeah.
You know what video I'm gonna ask you about, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I wrote it. Yeah, I
You
did.
did? Okay.
I
I'm
absolutely
not
did.
sure if I've responded to it or not. Okay.
Yeah, you did.
If you can, okay, I did.
Yeah.
If you can, maybe go back
Yeah.
a little bit in the future and do like an update on that post.
Yeah.
I just
No,
want to
dude,
make
I
sure
think
that
that's
everybody considering
yes. Yeah. And I want
can
the
have a
next person to have the same or more, you know, information than I had, because what you do definitely helped me a lot, man.
good.
I can
That's
say
good to
so.
hear, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah, and I appreciate you hopping on here too. Is there anything you want to chat about before I let you get off?
Nah, man, all good. I actually got to go do a few things, but thank you so
Okay.
much. God bless everybody. Thanks,
Okay,
Kev.
you too, man. Hey, keep your head up and have a great year, man.
100%.
Okay, buddy. See you soon. Awesome, guys. Let me turn off this headset real quick. Is there anybody else that wants to hop on chat for a minute? Let me turn this baby off. Shout out to him for hopping on here and sharing his story. I know that's not the easiest thing in the world for anybody to do, so super shout out to him. And I'm excited to see how his Sublocade journey goes from here. Give me just a sec, guys. I'm gonna see what comments I missed out on. Try to catch back up here. Okay, so it looks like we have 17 people in here, guys. Let me check the likes. Do we got 20 likes in here yet? Let me check on these babies. We've got 13 likes, baby. Oh, baby, we got to get some likes on this. Woo! Get that up to 20, guys. Come on, we got to get that thing going. Just a heads up that when you guys hit that like button, it's going to help other people who need to see this message find this channel. So if you guys please hit that like button and get that up to 20. I know we can get to 20 before we turn this baby off. I know we can. Ooh, baby. All right, let's get back to some comments here. So let's see here. 18 people in here. I just Googled it. Good to see you, Dante. Dante, how low to start? Okay, so Dante's looking at the Sublocade shot on Google. Is that what I'm understanding? Don't ask Kev about the shot.
MP says, thanks for calling, bro. Talking to James. Yeah, thanks for hopping on here, James. That was awesome to have you on, buddy. Then I lost my job and realized I only had so much, so I decided it was a good time to taper the rest of what I had. How are you doing, Don't Tread on Me? Dante's lost in the conversation. We're talking about the Sublocade shot, Dante. Do you know what that is? Or some people, it's related basically to Suboxone or buprenorphine. Maybe you just found this channel and you have no idea what we're talking about. Did you just stumble on the channel, Dante? So MP, I'm just scrolling up through past comments, guys. MP says, I never talked to my doctor because I wanted to wean at my own pace. Yeah, some people just do this stuff on their own, guys. And there are some doctors out there that they're going to drag you out a couple of years, right? Or some doctors might not even want you to taper. So as you guys always hear me say, like, hopefully you can find a good doctor, but you also have to think for yourself with certain things, right, guys? So it's, in my opinion, it's like, take what the doctor says, take what your soul is telling you need to do, and like make up something kind of in between, right? Something, hopefully you can like come up with something that works for you and your doctor, and then that's the best way to do it. What's going on with Dante here? I'm just kind of reading you guys' past conversation. Okay, so Dante's been on subs for 3 years and he's ready to get off of them. Have you been tapering, Dante, and what's your dose at? MP said, it's the toughest thing I've ever dealt with. It's a drug truly from hell. I think you were talking about what James was talking about, Coke, probably. MP earlier said, doesn't matter where your brain is, only where your heart is. There's a lot of truth to that, man, for sure. Yeah, your heart can get you a long way with this stuff. Because it's also important to remember, guys, that we have that little devil in our brain, right, that's going to try to trick us into going down the wrong route. Don't Tread on Me says, my brain still wants to dose normally. Dude, that's incredible, guys, how fast James is rewiring his brain, you know, because Nicole made a post on my channel the other day. She said there's been a couple girls who have struggled with the transition to Sublocade because they're so used to the hand to mouth, right? And once you get on Sublocade, the goal is to try to stop doing that as soon as possible, or at least I think that it should be the goal. Some doctors are still going to give you a prescription, which in my opinion isn't really needed for the most part, but there are certain people that do still need that to kind of blend their like, it's like I've always said, guys, everyone's situation is different, but as far as like the science goes, your blood levels of buprenorphine should technically be higher as long as your doctor didn't goof up. Your blood levels should be higher once you switch to the shot due to the bioavailability, meaning that you're actually getting every milligram that's inserted into your stomach versus when you put it under your tongue, you're only getting 25% of what you put under your tongue into your bloodstream. So therefore, just because you don't feel it kicking in and falling off like you do when you take your Suboxone dose doesn't mean that your blood levels aren't overall higher. And that's exactly why James's constipation levels have gotten worse, because his buprenorphine levels are now higher than they were when he was on the oral dose of Suboxone due to the things that I just spoke about. And that's normal to go through those things, right, guys? Not everybody's going to have those same issues, but it's to be expected that when your buprenorphine levels go up, your constipation is going to get worse, right? And now, so he's basically wound up to here, and he's just going to go like this from here. He's going to coast slow and steady. $23 people in here on a Sunday night live stream. Baby, hit that like button. Ooh, baby. All right, let me go back down to the comments, guys. I'm going to see if I missed any more comments up here about 15 minutes ago. Drop me some comments, guys, please. Keep the comments going. That really helps the stream continue. So a little bit earlier, MP said it's more the case of not having the possibility of getting any. I couldn't have been that strong. I knew of a way to get it at that time. The withdrawals were hell, but I swear it makes you mentally stronger. I'd been off Suboxone for 80 days, got off of it. Oh, MP got off Suboxone at 8 milligrams. I remember he told me that not too long ago. I felt like it almost killed me. Yeah, dude. MP, that's a hard thing to do, my friend. Coming off Suboxone at 8 milligrams, that's extremely, that's next level stuff, in my opinion. I definitely could not do it. I couldn't even jump off at 3 or 1. I couldn't even jump off at 1 milligram, guys. So MP jumped off at 8 milligrams. That's freaking soldier mode right there. So don't tread on me. You're at 33 days right now. Is that what I'm understanding? Nate S is at 56 days with no subs or perks. Longest time since I was 20. Laugh out loud. Now 27. Damn, Nate. Dude, that before you know it, dude, it's going to be a year and you're going to be on to bigger and better things in life, buddy. Time's going to just fly by. Just keep it rolling. What's up, baby? Haven't seen you in a year. I haven't seen you since 2022. Don't tread on me. Dan says apparently it gets absorbed better on the cheek than on the tongue. I think either way, it should be about the same bioavailability. Because either way is, you're talking about under the tongue, right? Either way, it's going to be sublingually. But I haven't looked into the differences between the blood levels and stuff. I'm not sure if anybody has done testing on that, Dan, but I have never heard that before. So Dante says I take 1 a day. So 8 milligrams a day. Lucky says, I'm like Eric3085. I'm not on Suboxone. I just like coming on and hearing you guys' experiences. Are you even addicted to any of this stuff, Lucky? Or have you ever been addicted to this stuff? Oxys or anything like that? And Dan says, jumping off 8 is literally hell. And I would agree with Dan. The fact that he did that is incredible that he could do that, because 8 is still a pretty damn high dose in all things considered. Don't tread on me says, yeah, 33. Dude, that's awesome, man. Awesome. I like your dog picture too. It's a pretty dog. I like putting them on my eye. Eh? I heard it on Reddit. Yeah, there's a lot of things you'll hear on Reddit too. I'm not sure the validity of that, but if you hear a lot of people saying the same thing, then usually that kind of points, that can kind of point towards a certain direction. I'm surprised I've never really heard anybody talk about it on this channel before, though. I'm going to check the score on the game real quick, guys. I don't see a score here yet. You guys think the Lions can have any chance at beating the Packers next week? Matt, if you're watching this, Matty, I need your Lions to come through out there, buddy. Hold on a sec, guys. Keep them comments coming. We've got 20 people in here, baby. So we've got 18 people in here. Who else is in here ghost watching right now, guys? I'm only seeing like 4 people typing right now. Sean K, YouTube just blocked your comment because you cursed. I'm gonna go ahead and approve it this time, but just try not to curse in the chat, guys, if you can. Okay, I have to override this if you guys curse. So Sean K, try not to curse again if you can, brother, because YouTube will just block it. So Sean K says, I had to go to the hospital back in the day while in rehab. I was in the rehab getting off of subs from being on it for almost 2 years, and I haven't taken a poo in 2 weeks. Couldn't even walk. Yeah, and that's why, guys, you guys always hear me talking about constipation when it comes to opiates, Kratom, Suboxone, Sublocade. It is a serious issue for all 4 of those things, guys, and you have to keep up with your poos, right? And it sucks to have to keep talking about the same thing, but it's a serious issue, and it can kill you if you guys are that backed up where you don't use the bathroom for 2 weeks. There are people that die from this, okay? So I don't mean to scare you, but you need to figure out your constipation, and you need to stay up on it. Stay ahead of it if you can. If you have to go on a liquid diet, if you have to drink a gallon of water a day, like if you have to go run 10 miles to get some stuff going, like if you have to worst case scenario comes and you have to go get a enema, whatever they're called, and push it up there, then do it, guys. It'll clear you out. I have had to do that before when I was on high dose oxycodone. I didn't use the bathroom for a week, and I was so freaking scared. And I'm so glad that I went to the store and bought those little stupid gel things that you have to, you guys know what you have to do with them, hopefully. But it unclogged my pipe, okay, and it worked. And I stayed up on it after that. Do not skip going to the bathroom, guys, for a week or 2 weeks. That is incredibly scary and unhealthy. Find a supplement that works for you. Talk to your doctor. They now make medications specifically designed to help you with that stuff. There's plenty of over-the-counter things that you can get. You can get stool softeners, etc., etc. Do whatever you guys have to do to stay ahead of this stuff. Hit that, baby. Don't tread on me. Good to see you, Jerry. Says, howdy, I'm here. Sweet Caroline says, curse. Where's Deb? Deb doesn't usually come on Sunday nights. It's too late for her. It's past 8, and I know she goes to bed kind of early. So she usually is only on the Wednesday streams. It is kind of weird not seeing her in here, huh? And Marky too. Marky's been gone for like a week and a half now. Hopefully he's okay. Marky, if you're reading this, let us know you're okay. 2 weeks. Wow, that's brutal. Yeah, that's scary, man. Went to rehab from New York to Cali. And sorry, my apologies. No, you don't got to apologize to me, buddy. It's just YouTube. It's just going to keep blocking. It'll keep blocking you automatically. You don't got to apologize to me, though, brother. It's just an automatic thing. Dan. Yes, Miralax. Yes, that's a good one. Dr. Chris Park always recommends that. And I believe that's just an over-the-counter supplement you guys can get anywhere. You can take fiber supplements. Like, there's a whole bunch of different things you can try. So just stay up on it until you guys figured it out. I was just wondering where Deb was too, Alex says. I think everyone had eaten at Taco Bell at least once. That would help as well. 5 days no poo when I was at my height of heroin addiction. Damn, you probably weren't eating much back then either, huh? So at least you weren't stuffing your guts full of food. At least there's that when you're on H, right? I heard zinc helps a lot. Sean K says, I've heard that as well. I've had a few constipation babies. Oh my gosh, it hurt. Yeah, dude. Oh, Guys, this is serious stuff, and I'm so sorry to have to talk about this kind of stuff all the time, but it's a serious issue that needs to be spoken about because I know how scared I was at the time. I want to make sure that you guys don't have to go through that as well, if possible. Especially since we're already here talking about this stuff. Like that's a main reason of why we talk about this stuff, is to like navigate the tricky ways through all these different medications, right, guys? Out of all the opiates, H clogged me up the worst. Yeah, I could see how it would be that. Yeah, it was the most painful thing I'd ever been through. I apologize for my cursing. No, man, you don't got to apologize, buddy. Don't know if H is a true opiate or what, but dang, it was bad. Well, they say that the H, are you talking about actual H or the fent now that you're talking about? Got 19 people in here, guys. Don't forget to say hello if you're just sitting here ghost watching. I want to know who's in here hanging out. Never. I am U.S. Air Force ambulance driver retiree who has driven patients such as dilaudid addicts, 270 pills monthly, to a VA facility in 1980s for evaluation and refills, etc. That's very interesting. What directed you to this channel? I'm really curious. What led you here? Did you just kind of stumble across me, or were you searching for something in particular, Lucky? Dang, you guys are quiet in here tonight. I had a guest on it, and I'm still caught up in the chat. I know Wednesdays are usually a lot busier, but for how many people are in here, I'm surprised how quiet it is right now. Drop me some comments, guys. Mikey, what up, my man? Okay, so Lucky just stumbled across. Dan says real H meant to say since it's a real opiate, I guess that's why it clogged me up the worst. Yeah, Oxy and Fent and Subs did also, but the raw H was the worst. Yeah, I've been seeing your comments on that, Mikey. So Mikey says he's getting the Sublocade shot, 100 milligrams, Friday the 13th. Uh-oh, Friday the 13th. You know what that means? Wear my hockey mask. Mikey, you probably want to go back and watch the stream earlier. We had somebody on who just got on Sublocade 100 milligram shot, and he came from 3 milligrams a day of Suboxone, and he's doing great. No Suboxone needed, no dosing since day one. Very impressive stuff, guys. He said he's feeling awesome right now. So if you haven't seen that part of the stream yet, Mikey, when this is done, just back it up and you'll see we had him on. Gerard says, what's good, Kickin' in chat? You guys keep pushing to get off subs. Been off for 16 months and feels amazing. Congratulations. That's incredible. 16 months. How did your withdrawal go? Or did you taper down to like nothing? Good to see you. And thanks for coming back in here and letting us know that you're doing good. It's refreshing to see when people, get out of this lifestyle, but then they're kind enough to come back and let us know that, hey, they're out of this lifestyle and things are great. 510 Fitness, what's up, bro? I love your channel. I'm 12 hours from my jump. Been in subs 4 years. I jumped twice. Was successful the first jump. Second was HELL. I'm ready and done with subs now. Well, good luck to you with your sub jump. What dose are you jumping off of, 510 Fitness? And thank you for the compliment. We're glad to have you here. Mikey says, after that, I will never touch an opiate again. Yeah, enough poop talk. We've covered the poop talk for this video. Can you make more non-opiate videos? I'm subbed because I like your other videos. Yes, actually, there are some different ones coming soon. Let me pull up the list of what I already have recorded here, and maybe I'll forward one of the other videos that I have recorded. Yeah, it just sucks because whenever I'm like put a bunch of time into editing a fitness video, or I mean, like, what kind of other videos would you like me to make? And I'll go ahead and try to make them. I have some other videos coming up soon, guys. One is Viagra versus Cialis, my experience and thoughts. If you guys want to see that, let me know. There's a video I have that says there's no trophy for getting off of Suboxone, Kratom, or Sublocade. Another video I have, how to turn your Suboxone into Sublocade. That's a video I have coming up. I have a video talking about the truth about women taking steroids. Those are videos that are all coming, but they're kind of queued out, right? If there's other videos you guys would like me to make, or you have other questions and you'd like me to make a video out of it, please drop me a comment and I'll be more than happy to do so. I would love to make videos outside of addiction talk. I would love that. If you guys want to talk about stuff on this stream right now that is nothing to do with addiction, I'm okay with that as well. So if you have any questions or you guys would like to talk about something else, maybe for the last little bit here, we can talk about something else, since we've already been talking about this for an hour and 20 minutes. Hot Bap, if you have anything particular you want me to talk about right now on the stream, we could do it, or just ask me what you want me to make a video on. Damn, 23 people in here, baby. Ooh, baby, hit that like button. Did we get that to 20 likes yet, guys? Could someone check on that for me, please? So Jimmy says, I seem to be stuck at 2 milligrams. Every time I go below that, I withdraw. Have you considered getting a 100 milligram Sublocade shot, Jimmy? Is that an option for you? Do you have the health insurance for it? That could be a great time to go. If you're unable to taper from here and you keep getting stuck, then you might just go get a 100 shot of that 100 milligram Sublocade and just cruise out from there, buddy. It'll taper you off over like 3 or 4 or 5 months. You should look at Reddit. I look at Reddit sometimes, but dude, there's just so much stuff here, even just on YouTube, that I get overwhelmed. Like I can't even do Facebook. I can't do Instagram. I just get way too overwhelmed. So I try to focus all my energy here on YouTube. Occasionally, I've made a couple posts on Reddit about just my Sublocade journey, but it's just like I can get way overwhelmed. This channel alone takes so much of my energy. MP says Viagra wins for me. Yeah, I'm the same. I prefer Viagra over Cialis because I don't like how Cialis lasts all weekend long. Like you're having things pop up during like the morning time. See, I want it to kick in when I want it to kick in, and that's why I prefer Viagra, because the half-life is much shorter, right, guys? And again, all these medications, you guys always hear me talking about the half-life, because it's a very important part of what a medication is going to do and how you're going to feel on that medication. Gerard jumped from 8 milligrams. I couldn't taper, dude. Yeah, some of you guys have just incredible tolerance for suffering, because jumping off of 8 milligrams is hard, extremely hard, guys. But shout out to you guys if you can do that. It'll save you a year's worth of time tapering, right? Oh, damn. Mark Cafe Brown says, we still going. We are still going, brother. Still going, my man. Good to see some different people hopping on here now, guys. Oh, good to see you, Chad. I've been seeing you on Kingdom's channel as well. So still taking Kratom, but now I'm down to 3-gram doses. It's hard. Dude, hop on to Kingdom Within, man. He's leading the way with that Kratom taper, right? He's been killing it too. You guys are down to, okay, so you're taking, according to my math, if I've got this right, Chad, are you at 9 grams a day total? Is that what you're down to? I know Kingdom's been chopping his doses down like a madman. So shout out to Kingdom Within if he's watching this on the replay. It was awesome when I had him on the channel a while back. What do you think is worse for low T, Oxy or subs? That's a great question. Oxy or subs? I think a lot of it's gonna mostly always gonna come down to how high of a dose you're on, right? So it's just all gonna come down to doses. It's all dose specific. So if you're on a low dose of Suboxone, right? And plus also another thing too to consider is that Oxy is a full opiate, which is gonna make things worse. But most of it's gonna come down to the dose. If you gave me some specific doses, I could probably give you a better idea of what to expect, Josh. But I would say Suboxone should be better or less worse than Oxy, mainly because it's a partial opiate. And likely, hopefully, you're not abusing Suboxone, right? People that are abusing Oxy typically take high doses, typically. Oh my God, Mikey just dropped his wallet in here, guys. $30 super chat from my boy Mikey coming through. Woo! Is that because my Seahawks won today, Mikey? Super shout out to you, Mikey. I know that you've been saying that you want to sponsor a show, so I really appreciate you doing that here. I really, really appreciate that. And I'm excited for your journey coming up here, man. I'm happy for you to be getting off of the Suboxone and onto the Sublocade shot. So please, if you would be able to, would you dare to come on the channel, Mikey, and share once you get steadied out on that? That would be pretty cool if you could do that. Mikey's always in the comments, guys, and he's been supporting me in here for a long time now. So shout out to you, Mikey. I know you're always telling me you're hitting the thumbs up button and stuff too. So I really appreciate all the constant support in here and the consistency and with your chats here as well, buddy. So shout out to you, Mikey. I really appreciate that. And I hope you have a blessed new year, brother. And I hope things really start to look up for you this year. I know you kind of struggled with some things last year, but hopefully this year things could look up for all of us, right, guys? Shout out to you, Mikey. That's a huge $30 super chat, man. You guys are being awesome up in here. Starting off the new year right, baby. The contributors are coming through this year, baby. Ooh, baby. Baby. Shout out to you, Mikey. My boy, dog. You my boy, Blue. I know I've responded to a couple of your emails lately. I'm trying to remember exactly what we talked about. Let me go check on that real quick. Oh, that reminds me, Mikey, your email. So did the in support work for you then? I know you said something about it. You said like they accepted something. Did that end up working out for you, Mikey, the link I sent you? I know you said you got the coupon. Does that mean that they approved you for financial assistance for the Sublocade shot? Is that what you meant by that? Yes, I printed out the coupon. That's awesome, dude. Hopefully that saves you a bunch of money, buddy. I hear a lot of people that they've heard me talk about it in the past, or they keep forgetting the website that I mentioned for the Sublocade shot, guys. So for those of you who have insurance and they're only willing to pay X amount of dollars of the Sublocade shot, what you do after you get that dollar amount is you go to www.insupport.com, just like it sounds, insupport.com. And that's basically like financial assistance. More often than not, they will pay for the remaining amount that your insurance will not pay for. Okay, guys. So it's like a free booster pay. You could kind of think of it as. Again, that's www.insupport, just like it sounds.com, guys. Okay. You go on there. How hard was it to get that all set up, Mikey? Was it pretty easy, or was it kind of a pain in the butt, or what? But I've now heard several people say that they got that approved and they're getting assistance with their Sublocade, guys. So for you guys that are considering Sublocade and your insurance will only cover X amount of dollars of it, look into this. It can and likely will save you a lot of money, guys, because that medication is expensive if you're just paying cash for it, right? So MP says, what is tadalafil? So that's what I think that's the generic for Viagra. Actually, let me see what Mikey's talking about above. I take tadalafil all day. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's that's just the generic name for Viagra. And just a heads up to you guys that are interested in Cialis or Viagra, you can literally get generic Cialis, guys, for super freaking cheap. Super cheap. Like, I want to say it's like less than $1 per 100 milligram. Okay, so that one's Cialis. I'm trying to remember I thought that one was Viagra, but I could be getting them mixed up right now. So Hotmap says, I liked your life story videos, your full diet eating video, TRT video, fitness videos. Yeah, Viagra versus Cialis sounds cool. Just upload whatever random video you want and I'll watch it all. All right, dude. I'll start doing some different stuff. I know that I mostly stick with the live streams with the addiction talk just because that's kind of what the channel's been built on. And I think I'm a little afraid to like lose the room by stepping off to different subjects. Like when I put out fitness videos, they'll get like 70 views, right? But then I'll put out a Suboxone video and it gets like 300 views. So I'm sure it just takes time to build up like other people on the channel, but okay. So tadalafil is Cialis. All right. So I had, okay. Thank you, Ethan. So sildenafil is for Viagra. So those are the generics for those medications. I had it backwards. So thank you guys for correcting me. So it sounds like a lot of you guys know about Viagra and Cialis. Do you guys prefer one over the other? And if so, why? I personally like to try Cialis like on an occasional use because I'm afraid to use it every day because it's like, I don't want my body to get a tolerance to Cialis, right? Because if it gets a tolerance, then that's like your emergency backup plan. And if your emergency backup plan stops working, right, then what do you do? So I've always tried to use Cialis or Viagra. I don't use them all the time, but whenever I have used them, I've tried to use them sparingly because to me, I look at those as like a backup plan, right? Mikey says, I also started TRT. I took half of a milliliter every 2 weeks. That sounds really low, Mikey. Do you feel okay on that dose every 2 weeks? So what's that? 100 milligrams every 2 weeks? I mean, I know not everybody needs like huge doses, and you're on a lower dose of Suboxone, so I could see that maybe working. But 2 weeks, the 2 weeks part's throwing me off because I think the half-life of testosterone cypionate is only what 7 to 10 days. But if you're feeling good, then just stick with that, right? Because everyone's going to be different. I personally like to take my testosterone dose every 6 days, 7 days at the latest. Okay, so you're taking 200 milligrams every 2 weeks? Because it sounds like you're only taking 100 milligrams, Mikey, because if you're taking half of a cc, which is the same thing as half of a milliliter, If it comes in 200 milligrams per milliliter and you're only taking half, that means you're only taking 100 milligrams at a time. If you're taking half of the 200, which I think you are, I think you sent me a picture of that. Make videos of your dog. Dude, I thought about making a channel about my dog. Just because she's such like a rare, she's like a pretty rare breed dog. I think that I could make some funny ass videos with her, dude, because she's a trip. The hot flashes suck. Don't trade on me, says. 23 likes. Okay, so we're getting up there, guys. Can we? I bet we could get that to 30 before we turn this video off, right, guys? Can we get to 30 likes? If you guys haven't hit that like button yet, please smash on that thing for me. Just bang it. I consider Suboxone an addictive addiction personally. DR says, I consider Suboxone an addictive addiction. Yeah, a lot of people do, DR. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I mean, anything you have to rely on every day and think about all day, it's definitely addictive, right? It's an addictive action for sure. It's definitely had its grips on my soul for many years. I can't lie about that. It would be nice to be free, even of the Sublocade shot. Even though I don't have to really think about my addiction anymore, there still comes a times where I get another shot, and that's still me giving my addiction time, right? Chad says, I have the opposite. I have cold flashes. MP says, Viagra wins for me. I was so hot when I got off of subs. Yeah, I think I like Viagra better too if I had to pick between the two. If it was something that was going to stay on every day, like Mikey does, then I would definitely probably stick with Cialis because of the long half-life. Like if you wanted 24/7 coverage, then I would probably do what Mikey's doing. MP says, I moved my bed next to the window and hung my feet outside. I was so hot. You said you're in Texas, didn't you, MP? I know Texas is always freaking hot out there, isn't it? Oh, wow. I'm like 10 minutes behind the chat, guys. Let me get caught up here. No insurance, but thinks I'm trying the read method, but I still feel like crap. I got you, Jimmy. I know it's hard, man. Just be patient with yourself. Josh says 32 sub. What's that mean? 32 sub. I'm confused on that, Josh. Ooh, baby. Excellent, Mikey. Awesome, awesome, bro. Mikey says gift. Yeah, that was a gift, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, buddy. Super shout out to Mikey and MP for coming through big time today on today's super chats, guys. I really, really appreciate you guys. For MP dropped $50 in here last Wednesday and $50 again today, guys. That is incredible. And Mikey came through with an also awesome $30 super chat. So shout out to the both of you for supporting me on this channel, guys. I really do appreciate both of you big time, and anybody who ever helps out with that on this channel, obviously. You know I'm going to thank each and every one of you for that. I've been on subs. I've been on 2 milligrams of subs for 7 years, and on Wednesday I'm getting my Sublocade shot. I hope my insurance will cover it. I'm tired of taking subs. 2 milligrams of subs. Are they going to start you on the 100 milligram shot, Easy Willie? Hopefully that's what they're starting you on if you're coming from just 2 milligrams of Suboxone. Subs, I hate them. I feel 20 years older than I am. I've heard a lot of people say that as well, DR. And I know it for me, it really dehydrates me. So Easy Willie says yes, 100 milligrams. Yeah, dude, if you can do that, that's gonna be damn, Kingdom Within just coming in here, guys, with a $20 super chat, baby. Ooh, baby. Kingdom, I was just talking about you, buddy. He says, I know it's not much, but no, dude, that's incredible. What do you mean that's not much? That's incredible. Says, I know it's not much, but I hope and pray that this blesses you and your channel, bro. I love that you are trying to help the people, brother. Keep it up, 100. Thank you, Kingdom. And I keep seeing so many people from our channels like intertwining with each other. So I really am loving that and enjoying seeing seeing people being brought back to your channel, right, through my channel. So I seen that Marky is a wrench for your channel, and I loved seeing that. I'm like, dude, this is awesome. Like, so many of us are just intertwining with each other. So I really appreciate you making that video in response to my Nightmares for Sinners video, Kingdom. That was awesome of you to do that, and I really appreciate everything you said in that video. It was an eye-opener for me in many ways to see some of the things that you were talking about in that video. So really, I appreciate you doing that. And I really hope that you have a blessed year this year, my friend. And I'm curious about your Kratom. Are you still working on that? I know you're really down to a tiny dose of Kratom. Are you still doing pretty good on that, Kingdom? Super shout out to Kingdom Within. Kingdom, you don't gotta keep you don't gotta keep spoiling me like that, buddy. You've been dropping money in here like consistently lately. I know we're trying to get your channel blown up too, so I'm definitely gonna be showing some support on your channel too. So I really appreciate that, buddy. Shout out to you, man. Man, my voice is starting to get froggy in here, guys. Okay, so Kingdom says still at 1.5 3 times a day. Okay, so are you feeling pretty good on that dose? So you're at, let me think, that's what. So you're under 5 grams a day now, right? I was just talking to Chad. I think Chad's at around, was it 9 grams a day right now? So it's good to see you guys are both kicking butt on your tapers right now, working on trying to lower your dose. I have been curious too about your situation, Kingdom. Like, is it still helping your because I know you struggle with chronic pain. Are those low doses of Kratom still helping your chronic pain, or are you just kind of just toughing it out, or how's that going? Yes, it's enough to not feel any bad withdrawals. So it's just kind of keeping you out. Kingdom Within says, hey DR. It's just kind of keeping you out of withdrawals then, or what? Are you able to sleep the whole night without waking up in withdrawal, Kingdom? Easy Willie, when you get your shot, let us know how that transition goes, okay, buddy? You might want to, Easy Willie, you might want to rewind the stream when we get over, because we had somebody on the channel that did exactly what you just did. He actually went from 3 milligrams of Suboxone to the 100 milligram shot of Sublocade, and he hasn't taken one dose of oral Suboxone since day one, okay? So, and he's doing great. He says he feels awesome and amazing on the shot, and he feels like he wants to feel, he said. So if you didn't see that, the first part of the stream where I had him on there, it was Keith. Okay, you'll see. You can rewind the stream. I think he came on maybe somewhere around like 25 minutes or so, maybe 30 minutes into the show. And he shared his story as well. Okay, so for you guys who are considering getting on Sublocade and you're on lower doses of Suboxone, please watch that earlier part of the stream, because there are a lot of people that are converting from lower doses now onto the Sublocade shot with great success. Mark says, I like better on subs than abusing painkillers. I agree with you, Mark, for sure. I feel like my your senses and mine are so much clearer. Yeah, and see, that's definitely something important to keep in mind, because as we just heard, you know, DR saying things about how he doesn't like Suboxone, it makes him feel older and stuff like that. But then there's people like Mark who love the way that they feel on Suboxone because they're coming from oxys, right? So just remember, guys, that just because there's a comment that somebody says about something or the other, just remember that we're all on our own little journey, right? And it looks different for each and every one of us. And just don't get discouraged by something that maybe a commenter says about a drug that you may or may not be on, right? Just take whatever steps you need to take in your own personal steps to recovery. Don't take my example or everybody else's example that comments on this channel as what your specific recovery has to look like. It's going to be different for all of us, okay? So as long as you're taking steps, or at least planning to take steps in the right direction with things, then that's really all that matters, guys. I just say, don't stay complacent for your whole life with this stuff. That's when you really can life can just kind of pass you on by. Like if you're not looking forward to doing things with your recovery. What the hell was that? Did you guys hear that? Hopefully it's not storming. I think it's snowing out here. Something pretty loud just happened out here. Brian K coming through with the $10 super chat. Ladies and gentlemen, damn, you guys are coming through in here tonight. Brian K, good to see you in here again, my friend. He says, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, brother. I hope you had a good night last night. He says, quick question. Should I be worried about going back to work after getting the Sublocade shot? Worried about feeling tired, sick, or maybe some sort of withdrawal? ? Thanks, big dog. So give me some more information on your current situation, Brian. When are you going to get the shot? What dose of Suboxone are you on right now? And what dose of Sublocade are you going to get? And I can kind of give you a rough idea, or maybe not so rough idea. Yeah, give me more information about what your specific situation is, and I'll kind of give you a little bit better of an idea of what to expect. Super shout out to Brian K for coming through the $10 super chat, baby. Ooh, baby. Brian K's been really consistent up in here lately with the comments and also the super chats as well. So super shout out to Brian K, and super shout out to all you guys, man. You guys are kicking ass in here with the donations today. Sponsorship after sponsorship, guys. You guys are incredible, and I'm excited to work harder for you guys this year. Okay, I'm gonna put in more work for you guys, and we're gonna bring things up a notch this year. Okay, guys. So shout out to you guys that enjoy this content. You're contributing to me, and I'm going to be contributing back to you guys as well, okay? As we spoke about a little bit earlier, if you guys have certain topics you guys would like me to make a video on, feel free to leave that on the replay or here in the live chat, and I'll be happy to make you guys a video. If you guys have a certain specific question or comment, something that I've maybe missed in the past that I'm not thinking about, like a different angle of this stuff, I would love to make you guys a video, okay? So just feel free to leave me any comments, questions about that kind of stuff if you guys have that. Super shout out to all you guys in the super chat. We still see Kingdom Within's super chat is still up here, and we also still have Brian K still up on there as well, up on the little, it shows a little pill board. Looks like a little capsule pill. Let me see what he said there. And you guys are awesome. I really appreciate you guys. I really do. So he says, I'm going to skip down to Brian's questions, guys. So he's going from 8 to 12 milligrams of subs per day, looking to go this January, looking to get the 300 milligram shot. So if I was you, Brian K, I honestly would feel extremely comfortable at the doses that you're at. And honestly, I think you're exactly right where you should be. If anything, I would say maybe try to, let me think. Nah, dude, I'd say you're good where you're at. How are you taking your doses? Are you taking them all at once for the day, or like, are you taking split doses throughout the day, Brian? Brian, we had Keith on the channel on this same video earlier, so maybe go back and watch it once we finish up here. He shared his transition from 3 milligrams of Suboxone to 100 milligram of Sublocade, and from day one, he was done with oral dosing, guys. Incredible stuff. Okay, so split doses. If you can, I'm actually going to make a video soon. I actually have the video made already, guys, about it's titled, it's kind of clickbaity looking title. It says something like turn your Suboxone into Sublocade, and this video is coming soon. Basically what the video talks about is if you guys would like to kind of know how you would feel on Sublocade, right, without actually being on Sublocade, you can kind of do a mock trial with your Suboxone, right, guys? And what that would look like, and I know this sounds kind of like really tedious to do this, but if you really want to have a super smooth transition, Brian K, if you're OCD like me, and I'm not saying you are, but if I was to go back and do this whole thing over again, and if I was, I'm just saying, if I was in Brian K's shoes, right, and I was on 8 to 12 milligrams of subs a day, I would probably start splitting up your doses, maybe like 2 to 4 milligrams at a time. Split that up in equal doses throughout the day. And what that's going to do is that's going to prepare your blood levels to be more steady, just to mimic Sublocade, right? Because as soon as you get on Sublocade, this is going to be your blood levels now. It's going to be super steady all day long, all night long, right? So I know you're already kind of splitting up the doses now, which will help. But you could even split them up more, maybe like the week before, and that way your body's not going to be looking for that spike of buprenorphine that you sometimes get when you take your dose, right? Like, do you feel your Suboxone kicking in now at your split doses, Brian K, or do you just feel normal? But I wouldn't worry about like having to miss work. I mean, maybe you could like plan a day or two at max for your body to, I mean, if you're able to, I would just say this, Brian, if you're able to, maybe try to plan it to where you have a day or two to stabilize on the shot. But if not, then I would definitely not lose sleep over it. I think you'll be just fine, honestly. I feel it each time I dose. So what is it that you feel? Do you get energy, or do you get tired, or what is it that you feel personally? Because I know it's different for all of us. I would say if you can, Brian, maybe just you could try to, it would make your transition that much smoother if you could take what you're taking now and split it up into maybe like 4 or 5 doses for the day, right? That's just going to get used to being steady. It's not, and you're not going to have the spike and fall off anymore like you're having now. Okay, so you get energy and then you get tired. So what that means is more than likely, if the dose was too strong for you, then you'd likely be getting a lot of energy from your first couple days of Sublocade, right? If you're the kind of person who gets energized from your Suboxone that kicks in, it could be possible that you get really energized once that 300 milligram dose kicks in, right? Some people, Carrie went from 8 milligrams to the 300 shot, and she said she didn't feel anything, right? She just feels normal. And that was hard for her because she likes the feeling that she gets when her Suboxone kicks in. Most people, though, coming from 8 to 12 milligrams of Suboxone to the 300 milligram shot, they're going to definitely probably feel it for the first few days, okay? But I think that your transition dose is literally about right where I would want to be if I was you. So it's that up and down. So it's that up and down you're talking about. Yes, exactly. Yep. So I'll just give you a quick example, right? So if this, it's so hard for me to show you guys straight. So if this is one day's time on Sublocade, your blood levels are going to look like this. Just like that, smooth, right? And if it's one day's time on Suboxone, if you're dosing twice a day, you're going like this, right? Spike, fall off, spike, fall off. And that's one day. and you're feeling the energy kick in once your dose gets into your bloodstream, right? And then it falls off for the next 6-8 hours, whatever it is, and then you take it again and it spikes again. You're not going to have those highs and lows anymore, okay? So just be ready for that. But it's a good thing. Because if you're not low, then you don't need the high, right? You're just right here in the middle where you should be as a normal, quote, normal person, right? But yes, that's what I always talk about in all my videos is like, you don't have the ups and downs all day anymore as you do when you're on oral doses of Suboxone. And it's all about the half-life, as you guys always hear me say. So yeah, I would just say if you have a day or two that you can take off, maybe have that as a backup. If you don't lose sleep over it. You might just be really energized at work. Really keep an eye on your constipation for the first week, Brian, because your buprenorphine levels are going to be higher overall than they are right now on 8 to 12 milligrams of subs. So your constipation could likely get worse. Some people say it gets better, right? So it's going to be different for all of us. Just really keep an eye on your constipation and try to stay ahead of it if you can, via supplements or drinking extra water or whatever you got to do. But I would say maybe 85-90% of the people that I talk to that make this transition, they love how they feel, right? So there are a couple people who struggle the first month with the hand-to-mouth dosing or lack of, right? I would definitely try to stop oral dosing from day one, Brian K. So just be ready for that. Your mind can play tricks on you, but some people, like the guy we talked to earlier in the video, if you go back and watch us, he went from day one with zero more doses, right? Oral doses from there. So it can obviously be done. Crypto says, that is pretty much the same situation I am in, Brian. I'm thinking I'll be able to work with no issues. I'm hoping to start with the 300 milligram shot and not to have to take any time off of work. Yeah, it's definitely possible, guys, to do that. For sure. It's just nice to have that cushion, that if you need it cushion, right? Like if you can have a day or 1 to 2 days, I would think. Any more than that, and you should just be all normal from there on out. Good to see you, Brandon's recovery. I think you were up in here earlier. I'm doing really good. How are you, man? I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Kevin. I can't wait to transition to Sublocade. I'll keep you posted. Yeah. And then also don't forget to, once you have a little time on the shot, what state are you in, Kevin? I'm in Utah. Just wondering. Kingdom Within is also in Utah, so it's kind of cool. We found that out recently that we're both here in Utah. So once you get a little bit of time on Sublocade, don't forget to go share your experience on the official Share Your Sublocade. What did I say? The official Share Your Sublocade experience video. That's what it's labeled. It's all in caps lock. I made it like 2 or 3 months ago, guys. Another thing too for you guys who want to just hear how other people's transitions went, you can also go to that video, and that's why I made that video, so we can have a lot of people in one place read how everybody's transition went, right? And that way you can get a better idea of what to expect for yourself. And I'm always going to direct people towards that video going forward in the future, because I think that one video alone is going to be incredible for people who are considering going on to Sublocade. Incredible. So please continue paying it forward and sharing your experience, because I can only give you guys my experience and what I've read of everybody else's experience and what you guys share with me here on the channel, right? I'm only one person. So if you guys can share going forward, then we'll have hundreds, if not thousands of people years down the road that you can sit there and read, because it's a pain in the ass to have to go searching all these different places for hearing everybody's transition, right? Like some people have to go to Reddit and read their story, and some people have to go to YouTube and Facebook, like all kinds of different places when you could just go to one video and see tons of different experiences. That's what I'm aiming towards. do you get highs and lows supplementing while on the shot? That's awesome of you to ask that, because somebody was recently talking about their doctor told them that they wouldn't even feel taking any oral doses on top of their shot, and that, in my experience, is not true. You definitely can feel feel additional, and the reason that I believe I could feel it when I took it is because of the short half-life that I always go back to. The shorter half-life, I should say. Suboxone has a very long half-life, but comparing it to the Sublocade shot, it's obviously very short, right? So the few times that I did take oral doses of Suboxone during my first month on my Sublocade shot, I could feel it kick in, guys. Okay, and I felt really guilty when I did that, and that happened. And I just felt like I wasted the whole day for my recovery's sake, right? Crypto says, dude, what you're doing here with your channel, you are helping so many people get their lives straight. I seriously applaud you, bro. Dude, that's awesome, man. Thank you for saying that. I love hearing people say kind, sweet stuff like that, guys. I know I'm just me, like, it just seems normal to me to be doing this. But when I see comments like that, like, it really brightens my day to know that, like, you know, I'm actually literally really actually helping you guys out there. And just remember, guys, I'm just doing the best that I can. Some of you might not agree with what I say, and that's okay, guys. I'm just trying to give you guys as much detailed information about this stuff as I can. Mikey says, I see your video. You were sweating. I was sweating, Big Kev. Oh, when I took my first shot. I just don't know when I get the shot. I take oral when I go in, or don't I take anything? Okay, good question, Mikey. So what I did is my first shot was at like, what was it at, like 2 p.m. in the afternoon. I took my morning dose that morning, okay? You can kind of do it however you want. If you feel like you need to dose before you go into the doctor, you can. Just depends on like what time of day your shot is set up to, and like when you usually dose your Suboxone for the day, right? If you need to dose that morning, Mikey, then do it. If you don't need to, then don't worry about it, right? But just try to get your mindset prepared for as soon as you get the shot. Really try as hard as you can to break that oral addiction. And try not to have a huge stockpile, because if you do, you're going to take it, like I did, more than likely. Don't Tread on Me says, I agree with Crypto. He definitely helps me keep it going. Good, guys. Yeah, and it's like we're all doing, you know, everybody's at their own little part of their recovery, like I said earlier. It's just like some people are 10 freaking months off Suboxone, right? Some of us are 10 days. Some of us are just getting on the Sublocade shot. Some people just tried Kratom for the first time. Some people are on methadone. Like, it's different for all of us, guys. So just make sure that we all support each other. That's the main thing, is that we don't come here and we never feel judged because we're on Suboxone, or we're on methadone, or we're on whatever we're on. If you're on freaking street drugs, right, you're at least in the right place and trying to make moves to go to the right direction. So as you guys seen in one of my recent community tabs, like, I will never tolerate any of you being bullied in my comments. Especially if you're being vulnerable and sharing your situation, I will back you guys up 100%, and I will block anybody who's disrespectful to any of you guys in the comment section. So don't ever worry about, you know, I hope somebody is not going to be talking crap on me, because I will not allow that for 2 seconds on this channel, anywhere, even on older videos, you know, because I see the new comments as they pop up. So just a heads up to you guys, for you guys that are being vulnerable and getting on my channel, sharing your journey in the video with me, then it's the same thing. I'm not going to ever allow anybody to talk crap on you guys. So just a heads up on that one, guys. But thank you guys for telling me them sweet nothings, baby. I really do appreciate you guys. Recovery says, amen. Yeah, I mean, as far as Mikey, I'm sure your doctor, they might do like ice numbing on your stomach before you get your shot. They might do, some doctors do like Novocaine type stuff, but the 300 shot definitely will sting more guys than the 100 milligram shot. Hold on a sec, guys. Anarchy Royalty says, I have never tried drugs, but I like to hear you guys' stories. Yeah, please don't do drugs, man, because a lot of people in here have a really hard time finding their way out of this addiction, and for good reason, because it's extremely challenging. And there are a lot of us here that are struggling with addiction, for sure. I mean, this channel only has 2,000 plus subscribers, right, guys? But almost each and every one of us, not all of us, but many of us are struggling with addiction that watch this channel. And it might not be to Suboxone or opiates. It could be to video game addiction or pornography addiction. Like, it could be 1,000 different types of addictions, right? Exactly. Even the people in active addiction, if they're here listening to you, then they're obviously trying to learn what's going to take to their lives to get their lives back on track. That's true, man. That's very true. Brian K says, Kevin, how do you access the videos on the Sublocade experiences so I can share when the time comes? How do you access? So you just have to do a search on my channel, or you can just go through the video history. Let me do a search and I'll tell you exactly what the name of the video is so you guys can just search it. You can literally just go to my video section and then change it by the date and then scroll back. Let's see, when was it? It was, what the hell was it? Where the heck is it? Hold on, guys, I'll find it. Oh, no, that's not it. Gosh, I have a lot of videos. Okay, so it's right there. See that one with me putting my hands up in the air at the peace sign? I'm in a gray sweater. It says the official Share Your Sublocade. The official Share Your Sublocade experience video. That's the video you're looking for, guys. Okay, you go on there and read through everybody's comments, and also share yours when it comes time to. Everybody's making moves. Right on, baby. Ooh, baby. Don't tread on me always says, baby. Ooh. MP says, when I was in my teens, I saw movies where people were addicted to heroin, etc. And I thought to myself, those people are just weak. I can't get addicted to drugs. Boy, was I a fool. Dude, I was the same way. I was the same way. I was like, what? This is stupid. Why would you ever get addicted to drugs? Here I am at 41 years old making videos on YouTube. Like, literally, guys, in my entire like schooling, I can remember like one 1 hour period of the don't do drugs guy came to school, and that was like the only thing we ever even talked about with drugs, from what I can remember anyway. It was like one hour session talking about your brain on drugs or something like that, right? And that's it, guys. And I'm like, what? We're gonna spend hundreds of hours talking about Christopher sailing the ocean blue, and we're not going to talk about addiction or how to run businesses or anything like this. Are you kidding me? Like stuff that I'm never even going to use in my life. But addiction, which has destroyed my family and many other people's family, probably your family watching this has had a lot of people struggle with addiction. And literally we're going to talk about addiction for 1 hour in my 5th grade class. Like that seems incredibly stupid to me that they do not talk about addiction more. I don't know if these days if they spread more awareness throughout school. I would hope that they do, but it was not a big deal or hardly ever talked about in my school days, ever. You guys are really strong. Keep up the good work. I thought the same thing. King Whitman says, gonna check it out. Crypto says, I was an alcoholic. I ended up taking bikes and started liking them more, and I stopped drinking so much. So in my addicted brain, I thought, at least I'm not drinking so much. What a dummy I was. I think I kind of had that same thought too back when I started my opiate addiction. I remember thinking, well, at least I could drive around on these. When I drink beer, I can't drive around. That's exactly what I thought at the first start of my addiction too. So I can relate to that. I remember the cheesy talk I had with my parents. I thought I'd never do that. And that was probably just a one-time talk too, right? Crypto, same here. I was an alcohol hound, and I switched one for the other. Yeah, there's a lot of people that do switch one for the other. I've heard a lot of people say similar. Recovery, I sub to you. Sometimes awareness is just advertising. That's a great point, Kingdom. That's a damn good point. I would have preferred my school to not give it any. I would have preferred my school to not give any energy to it at all. Really? Dang, dude. So yeah, see, I feel backwards with that. I feel like I had no idea, like, I don't know, guys. I just felt like I didn't know anything about addiction ever, other than the only thing I knew about addiction was that my dad would always drink, and I just knew I didn't want to be like him. So I'm pretty sure that's why I never went too hard with alcohol, guys, is because I seen like my dad had such a low quality of life when he was just all he cared about was drinking alcohol. So that's interesting that you didn't want to hear about it from your school, Kingdom. I kind of wish I would have heard a lot more about it. It's reverse psychology. So like, what do you mean? Like if they talked about it more in school, Kingdom, like what would they have been advertising to us if they were trying to like keep us aware of like a drug addiction and alcohol addiction? What would they have been advertising to us? Or am I not understanding what you mean? Alex says, I'm ghost watching. Uh-oh, we got a ghost watcher in here, guys. Ethan says, I was just noticing you always go past the time you say. Dude, I do. Look at this, 2 hours and 8 minutes. Oh my gosh. Dude, I've always been trying to do an hour to an hour and a half, and it literally always is like double that. And my voice is going froggy. It's kind of hard for me to talk now. 2 hours later. That's funny you caught that, Ethan. I literally do that almost every freaking time. So, I remember Dare. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That you remember those Dare commercials that were on TV that had that guy in that old ass car? I agree, Kingdom. It's like the schools now that tell the kids that they can be the opposite sex if they want. Oh yeah, that stuff's oof. Ugh. Stuff trips me out. You had to say it, Ethan. Yeah, time to shut it down. Now think about the actual word dare. How many times have we as teenagers dared each other in school? Dude, I can't believe you think like you think deep into that stuff. And I can see where that makes sense too now that you say that. Some of these things just go right over my head and I'm like, what? I'm definitely not the brightest crown in the bunch, or however they say that. Like whenever people tell jokes, like it usually takes me like the longest to figure out the joke, and I'm like, I don't get it. I wish they would have went more in depth with addiction in school. We only had a 1 or 2 hour class on it. Yeah, it was the same way for me, Crypto. Just say no. Do you guys remember that commercial that used to always be on TV, and it would like crack an egg, and it would be like, "This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs." That was about all the drug. That was all the drug talk I ever really got was from like a 10-second commercial. Baby niece will be in the morning. Nate says, show kids videos of people in zombie mode. Streets that freaked me out as a kid. Dude, I got freaked out so easy by stuff as a kid. Like the movie Child's Play with Chucky. That movie straight up haunted me as a kid. My aunt showed me the movie Child's Play, and I was literally paranoid my entire childhood of dolls. Like scared crapless. It's like Dare jinxed us all, and we actually did get dared, literally. I remember that commercial. What happens when mommy continues to say no? Eventually we end up saying yes. It's really funny though, to be honest, Ethan says. What happened to the Dare dog? Damn, that dog gotta be old school right now. I had a German Shepherd before too. I wish I never got dared. MP says, I'm 56, and the movie that traumatized me was The Exorcist. Dude, that one got me too. My dad made me watch that one. Thanks, Dad. Yeah, that's literally probably one of the scariest movies I've ever seen, even to today, right? Because back when I seen that movie, it was so real. I would not dare to watch that movie by myself, even today. Isn't funny I meant to put. I thought I was being possessed for 5 years afterwards. The Grudge got you? Yeah, The Grudge was a good one too. Talking about horror, people traumatized me and bullied me when I was 9 years old about Freddy Krueger. I'm not going to lie. I slept with my mom for 4 years. It was that bad. Dude, Freddy's a good one for back in the day, like old school horror movies. That was so scary. It seems like the movies today can't really scare me. I don't know. I guess I should say there are a couple that are pretty dang scary. Just saying, the more and more my mom said no, the more I was curious to do what she didn't want me to do. I know there's a big Yeah, that's what you're kind of talking about earlier too, like the reverse psychology of it. Yeah, and I've heard a lot of my girlfriends say that in the past too. Like, the more you tell me that you don't want me to do it, I want to do it. That I remember a lot of my girlfriends would say that too. I hated horror movies. I never watched them. You're probably better for it. And I'm 40. Looks like we still have 19 people in here, guys. We're going to go ahead and have to wrap this up in a minute. My voice is starting to really hurt. Do any of you guys have any last questions or comments as we wrap this up before my voice totally blows out? Watch, next thing you know, we're going to be on here for 4 hours. Ethan's going to check back in at like midnight. Yeah, it does. I'm not used to talking so much. I'm usually by myself all day, and I don't really talk to people that much. So when I come on here, it's like, ugh. From talking, can you guys hear my voice is getting kind of skippy? Like it's starting to hurt. I get froggish. Guess it would help if I drink some egg whizzles. Brandon's recovery. YouTube blocked your comment. Can't talk about weenies in here. No questions here. Just glad to catch you live in this new year. You too, man. Yeah. I'm glad to see so many of you hop on here tonight. I wasn't really expecting many people to hop on here. But I mean, we had at one point, it was like 25 people in here, so that was pretty impressive. You could rename your channel to Kevin's Kitchen Counter. Yeah, on the other Sundays, I've been doing them on my couch, but it hurts my back so bad to be hunched over on my couch like that. So Kitchen Counter is definitely where the wind comes from on this one. Laugh out loud. YouTube even blocks that word. Yeah, dude, YouTube blocks anything that might sound a little off. YouTube grabs it, and they're like, nah, blocked. I'm glad I made it to the tail end tonight. I'm out. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year to you too, buddy. Don't forget, guys, if you're just seeing the last end of this and you're curious or would like to hear about Keith's, sorry guys, my voice is really going out. If you'd like to hear his transition onto Sublocade from Suboxone, you can go to the beginning of this video. I think it started somewhere around 25 minutes, guys. I just wanted to, before we hopped off here, guys, I want to thank the contributors to today's show. We had NP with an awesome freaking $50 super chat, and he also did the same thing on Wednesday. So NP, you are definitely the sponsor of today's show, and I really, really, really appreciate that super chat, brother. Incredible. You guys also, Mikey came through with a $30 super chat. Mikey, I hope your transition goes awesome when you switch over to Sublocade soon, buddy. Kingdom Within, my man, coming through again with a $20 super chat. Dude, you don't got to spoil me like that, Kingdom Within. But I really appreciate you obviously stopping in here consistently and letting us know how you're doing with your Kratom as well, bud. So I really hope everybody has a great start to the new year. I hope you guys have some goals that you would like to achieve this year, and I really hope that you all do accomplish each and every one of your goals. I know some people are kind of goofy about setting New Year's resolutions or not, so I don't know if that's your thing, but if it is, I hope you have some awesome goals set, and I hope that we can witness you accomplish your goals for the year. So MP says, see you Wednesday live, Kev. Hopefully, yep, I'll be there Wednesday live. You guys know it, same time, same place, 3 p.m. Mountain Time, which is 4 p.m. Central, and 5 p.m. Eastern Time. That's the Wednesday live stream. That time will always be the same from here and forever going forward, okay? Watch me. I don't want to curse that and change it. Cashy Wednesday, baby. How about that? Sounds good. Don't tread on me. I'll see you Wednesday. I went ahead and unblocked it. Laugh out loud. I don't think it. Yeah, it's not that bad of a word. Thanks for doing that, Ethan. Okay, guys. 16 people still in here. Please hit that like button on your way out. Happy New Year's, guys. Stay clean. Yes, please stay clean, guys. If you're struggling with addiction, especially if you're on those street drugs, please get on Suboxone, guys. It can save your life. It saved my life, all right? You guys know that I'm switched over to Sublocade now. but it's true that Suboxone definitely saved my life and got me out of that opiate addiction lifestyle, and I'm forever thankful for that. We all know it's a hard thing to come off of, the Suboxone, okay, but that's where things come in, like tapering and switching to Sublocade. All right, so wherever you guys are at in your recovery, I wish you the best, and I love to see you guys on the Wednesday live stream, so I'll watch out for you there. All right, guys. Keenan Within says, always welcome, brother. Yeah, I appreciate that, guy. Anarchy. Okay, that's it, guys. We're out of here. 2 hours and 20 minutes. Baby, baby, baby. And we'll see you guys Wednesday. All right, love you guys. Have a great New Year. Bye.